Let me ask you a question you've probably been avoiding. When you look in the mirror, truly look in the mirror, do you respect the person staring back at you? For too many of us, the mirror reflects a ghost of our potential, a version of ourselves that settled for comfort over calling as another year slips by. To change that reflection by 2026, I need to tell you the truth, and this truth might offend you. It might make you want to tune out, but if you face it, it might just save your life. Every January, you swear this year will be different. You try to climb the entire mountain in a single leap, attempting to overhaul your entire existence overnight. By February, you are exhausted. You crash and you quit. You fail because you rely on motivation. Motivation is a fairy tale for amateurs. It vanishes when you're tired, when it's cold outside, or when your heart is broken. Nobody is coming to save you. No one is going to wake you up early, slap the junk food out of your hand, or force you to write that business plan. The world is far too busy with its own chaos to worry about your dreams. Because motivation is unreliable and no one is coming to help, relying on intense, emotional bursts of energy is a guaranteed trap. You have to discard intensity. You need a system built on mechanical, relentless consistency. Durable change relies on the mechanics of the 1%. It scales through daily consistency, rather than the raw intensity we're told to chase. The world is full of people with good intentions. Stop judging yourself by what you plan to do. Track binary actions. Did you choose the salad over the fries? Yes or no? Did you read 10 pages today? Yes or no? You either did the work or you didn't. This discipline starts in your physical space. You cannot build a clear, focused mind in a cluttered room. Then making your bed and throwing out the trash on your desk, you clear the debris. You create a physical vacuum for success to enter. Then you audit your inputs. Stop trading your limited time on this earth for the cheap dopamine of endless scrolling. And look at your social circle. If the people around you bring nothing but gossip and complaints, you have to love them from a distance. These micro-choices aggregate into a calculated defense system, shielding your trajectory from both external chaos and internal weakness. But here is where almost everyone fails. Day 1 is exciting. By day 17, the excitement is gone, the work is a grind, and you look around and see zero visible results. This is the messy middle, a period called the latency phase. This chart shows the relationship between effort and visible results, using an ice cube in a cold room. The x-axis traces the temperature rising from 25 degrees to 26 to 30. The y-axis shows visible melting.
As you apply heat, the melting metric remains completely flat. Then, the room hits 32 degrees and the ice begins to melt. The work you put in during those earlier degrees wasn't wasted. It was being stored. You were building the necessary thermal energy for the breakthrough. That same physical law applies to a multi-year timeline. Look at the Chinese bamboo tree. You plant the seed, water it, and fertilize the soil. For an entire year, you see absolutely nothing. You do this for a second year, a third, and a fourth. 5 full years pass with zero above-ground growth. People will laugh and tell you you're wasting your time, but underground, a massive, complex root system is taking hold. Then, in the 5th year, within a period of just 6 weeks, that tree explodes to a height of 80 feet. If you feel stuck right now, you aren't failing. You are in the mandatory root building phase. You are building the character required to sustain the success you are asking for. If you achieved that height today without having the foundation to support it, the pressure would crush you. The 1% system targets your fundamental identity. You move past the struggle of trying to run and arrive at the reality of simply being a runner. That transformation demands doing the unsexy work. It means pushing forward when your body aches and the weather is miserable. Doing it when it's easy is nothing. Pushing through exhaustion is how you build calluses on your mind and separate yourself from the 99%. To process that kind of internal change, you have to master the lost art of solitude. You must sit in a pocket of silence, away from the noise, and do the deep work to uncover your actual why. Without a clear why, you will never survive the how. So here is the immediate challenge. For the next 7 days, you are going to build a streak of absolute discipline. The word decision comes from the Latin root decidere, which means to cut off. You are going to cut off every other option, including the option to fail. For 7 days, when the alarm rings, you get up. No snooze button. You work out. You eat for fuel, not comfort. You stop negotiating with your inner weakness and execute the plan you set the night before. Imagine standing at the end of December 2026. Because of the daily compounding effect, your posture is stronger, your bank account is healthier, your relationships have depth, and your focus is sharp. The person in the mirror is completely unrecognizable. But that future does not exist yet. Time is ticking inevitably downward, and you do not get a do-over. You can remain a ghost of your potential, or you can pick up the trowel and lay a single perfect brick today. The choice is yours.